As I sit with the energy for this upcoming weekend, what I began to receive is that we are moving from the reset to the elevation. And in the elevation state, there is a higher you that steps forward. And this is very exciting for us at this time. And right now we're in this in between these two eclipses that just happened. Eclipses that are happening, right? On the 12th, depending on where you were, the 11th or the 12th, we have the new moon eclipse that happened. And then in the end of this month of August, I believe the 28th or 29th, we're having a full moon eclipse. And so we're in the in between, and in that in between, it's giving us like a peek, like a little peekaboo into what to look forward to, right? It's giving us that in between, and what the in between area is the place where we discover ourselves, right? We're always trying to reach to the final destination, but once we get there, then it's done. It's the journey, it's the practice, it's the development of yourself. And right now, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to feel this like deep pull of a desire in our heart center that is moving us in that direction. So we're going to pull out some cards for this weekend and see. First, let's begin with the cleansing. Here you go. And we ask that we are surrounded with love, light. We call in all the elements. We call in the four directions. We allow that energy to step forward and give us the message and reflect this in the reading. So let's see what we have for this weekend as a reading. But as I was getting ready for this, I already start receiving insight, right? Because I have my own little process. What are you eating, baby? And in that process, I'm opening myself up, and that's what is a part of your to know your practice. That's a part of what's happening here, right? So let's see. What will you like to tell us for this weekend? All right. We begin here with judgment. Wait, didn't we have judgment for Thursday? Three of Cups. So judgment is in reverse, right? Where I believe in Thursday's message, it was in the upright, right? We have the Hanged One. Anything else you would like to tell us for this weekend? The Queen of Pentacles, sort of coming out in reverse. I'm going to take it as reverse. And I believe that also came up last week, if I'm not mistaken, around the Lion's Gate. Ooh, that was a lot, but I'm going to take it. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the thing with the Wheel of Fortune is no matter how you look at it, the wheel is a wheel. There's no corners. All right, so let's see what we have here. Let's look at this story. For this weekend. All right, so the first line we have here is the Judgment in reverse, Three of Cups, the Hanged One, and then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. In the second line, we have the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Cups is in reverse, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. And on the last row, we have the Moon in reverse and the Five of Wands. And underneath the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling this is going to feel like a little bit of a battle, because it's going to require you're being called within to break through your own barriers. Okay? And a part of that is because your heart is calling you to elevate, right? We had the reset, right? We felt that energy. Okay, I feel that something is pulling me. Now we know what it is, or we're becoming clear. And a part of it is connected to some recognizing some patterns that you've had, some ways of seeing yourself, the way that you think about money, yourself, relationships, and health, your environment. All of these things are being put to the table with this Wheel of Fortune under everything. It's like everything is being put on the table, and you kind of have to sit with it this weekend in a way of enjoyment. Okay, with the Three of Cups here right after the Judgment, it's giving this energy of like needing to see things clearly, and then to kind of have humor, right? It's like after a period of time, like when you go through something in the moment itself, it is difficult. But then after some time, when you look back at it, you see yourself. You see you know, you can have a little bit more humor, or you can share about it in a way where you're not like all disheveled, right? And that brings up like a aha kind of moment, like a oh, an awareness. And this awareness brings you to the Hanged One, which is like, I need to make some new decisions. I've been operating from like that 8-year-old self. And I see it now. And I see it now. And it is like, I see it now. And as you see it and see it, instead of feeling sad, it's like almost like it puts a smile on your face that you finally see it from the place of being the mature version of yourself. This is going to be a little challenging because with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, that is telling me that you kind of are not seeing yourself for who you are, right? You still have to work through some things, and it will be really helpful for you to journal, or to even look at past journals around this time, maybe a few years ago, last year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago. If you have journals, look at your photos, look at videos. What were you like then? What have you learned now? And now, what are you looking at now that you know, or you feel that in 4 years from now, like projecting yourself into the future, what would you say about yourself now? Right? There's almost like something like that energetically, where it's like kind of time traveling within yourself is a part of the elevation. It's like, what decisions am I'm going to make right now that when I look back at myself 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, I'm going to say to myself, I'm glad I did that. I'm really happy I went through that experience. And it doesn't necessarily always 100% mean that you make the right decision. Sometimes it's like you said yes to the wrong partner, but you learned something and you're like, I'm glad I said yes to that partner, because until I encountered this individual, this partner, I was continually to operate from people pleasing, or I was continuing from a place of diminishing myself or putting my goals on the side, and things like that. And now I know that I will never do that again. Like, I see clearly, and whenever any situation is calling for me to betray myself, to put down what my passions are, to put down a part of my soul, I won't do it anymore. I will not detach myself again. And that's what is kind of like as you're moving through this time, because there's some um important decisions that you're gonna have to make right now, that as you make them, At first it may seem a little bit difficult, right? Like with this 8 of Cups in reverse and the 7 of Wands, there's this inner conflict within, like, oh, I see now. I see I have to walk away from this. I see that I must change my diet. I see, um, and you fill in the blank. I see that maybe I need to move, relocate. And these things may put you in situations where it's not 100% comfortable, right? Meaning it's good for you, but it's still not like the most comfortable. Like there's some things around it that you're gonna have to kind of get in with yourself. Like let's say for instance, you have to move, and let's say you live alone, but then you realize if I move, wherever I move to, I'm going to have to get a roommate. But it'll be a better place, but I'm going to be sharing my space, right? And so there's going to be like this internal, like having to weigh out the pros and cons and really get clear around what's most important to you. And there's something about being in the right energy. It's important that you are in the right energy. You can't keep saying, well, one day when I have it, or one day. This is that one day. This is that moment. It's now, right? So there's something that is needed at this time to like you have to reevaluate something, and at the same time you're recognizing that there's certain like sacrifices. I don't really like to use that word because in the long run, it's not going to feel like a sacrifice. It's going to feel like that was the best decision for me, because if I didn't do that move, that decision, I didn't leave that partnership, I didn't leave that job, or I went and I applied and said and got something else outside of what I thought I can get. Let's say you applied for a job you've never done before and you got it, right? Like, I'm glad that I still went out and did that thing, even though to everything outside it's different, right? There's a difference to it. So right now, as we move into the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you're gonna be in this, you're gonna feel this impulse. And if you just go around acting like nothing is bothering you, or if you just continue your old ways of escapism, um, it's gonna start to backfire on you, right? Like the things that once you once did that were to get yourself out of thinking about certain things is not going to save you this time, because the energies is like in your face. What's in the dark is now put into the light. We see everything clearly during these energies right now. And right now is about getting yourself into practice and socializing and thinking and feeling better around yourself. Also, there's like this pattern around opportunities, money, that you need to visit. What is your real relationship with money? uh I feel that here, especially that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you need to see something more clearly. You might have been saving and things like that, but the energy behind it is, I need to save because I don't know how long I'll have it, versus I'm saving because I know that when I'm ready to invest in something that I really need or want, like really want to elevate my life, I have it, right? Like it's a different way of managing, different way of seeing certain things around money and the physical, right? Money, physical, the body, right? There's like that, and then there's a lot of wands here. Okay, I don't like that we have this 5 of Wands at the end here, right after the moon in reverse. So again, the moon, right? There's a lot of emphasis on the moon and things along those lines because of these eclipses that are happening, right? and we're in the middle now. Like we're moving away from the lunar eclipse, the solar eclipse into the lunar eclipse, right? At the ends of the month, right? So we're moving into this dance of energy, and it's asking us to reevaluate our practice. The struggle here is that you're needing to build more faith. um like, let's say, you believe in God, or you believe in nature, you have your own, you have your deities, or whatever it is that you're connected to. You know them like mentally, right? Like you know the stuff mentally, but you haven't submerged it into your spirit. It's like you're not fully living it. And if you were face to face with your worst energies, what would you call on? Right? What would you bring forth as your knowing of protection? Right? What are your prayers? What are the words that match the connection with your spirit? Because there's a lot of like these wands, like the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. Let me show you. They're about conflict, right? And building a wall and things along that. And the wands are about the spirit, right? And then we have these other wands over here, the 6 of Wands and the Ace of Wands, which is also about spirit. These are good, but they're in the reverse. The 6 of Wands talks about bringing forth, coming back from battle victorious. You're not believing in yourself right now. And that's the thing. It's like, it doesn't matter how much books you read, how many candles you light, how many rituals you do. If you do not put your heart into it, your trueness into it, it is not doing anything. The practice is you. You are the one that brings life into everything, right? Like you're the life breather in your own life. You breathe life into it. I want to see what's underneath. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. That's about giving of abundance. It's like you have so much that you have to offer for more. And the thing is in reverse, right? Like, what is up? Because before I pulled out the cards, what was coming up was like, yeah, elevation. And the thing is, like, I feel like you're kind of, this weekend, even though the call is to elevate, you're still operating from your old structure where you're like, well, no, I have this to do, and I have I have to watch the kids on the weekend, or I have this class, I have this thing. And it's like you're not stopping for a minute to see that I actually need a shift. Like you need to talk to yourself real. Like, I'm in the moment of needing to really shift. Okay. um let's see any supporting messages, anything would like to give us that we're not seeing right now. Interesting. All right, what would you like to tell us about this elevation? What about the elevation? It's like it wants to show up, but like I could feel the energy in the cards, but then it doesn't come out, and I'm waiting for it to come out. And I feel like that's something, it's like you're waiting for a special moment, and it's like nothing is going to come out the sky and say, hey, this is the moment, this is when you do it, right now. It's like, no, trust what you feel, right? Like right now, I'm trusting what I feel. And as soon as I said right now, we got these cards. We got the journey number 2, the 4th chakra with Archangel Raphael, and financial constraints. And they came up in reverse, but this doesn't really like do reversals. Um And the numbers are 2, 38, and 13. This is a time for you to really pack your bags, pack your wisdom, right? Let's say you've been wanting to study something or offer something new to your community. It's time for you to package it together. It's time for you to step into the journey and call on the higher energies, your higher self. Call on Archangel Raphael to step forward, which is the angel of divine miracles, of miraculous healings, actually, right? And speedy recovery, right? So this is about like needing to trust your journey. And the thing is, like, you have a lot of fear around finances. Again, with the financial constraints here, it's like holding on too tight to your coin. And that holding on too tight is actually what's causing the delays, right? It's like, oh, I need to have a certain amount of money, or I need to pay down this amount of debt, or before I can do it. And it's like, now energetically is the time for you to stop giving yourself excuses and move into a direction where you say, I could do this. And yeah, there will be moments where I'm going to feel a little bit lost. I'm not going to really know exactly what to do. But I'm trusting that right now I'm being led in this way, right? There's something that you have written. This is for quite a few of you. Something you've written in the past in your journal or something that is calling you to revise it, something with the read, like relook at it, revise it, reread it, right? It's like though all those things, like redo it, put the new information that you now have gathered from that time to this time. Like there's something about like looking back and then revising it, elevating it, bringing it to its next level. You can't do things the way you once done them. Be willing to play around, right? Like there's this, like, be willing to try new things. Be okay with, you know, some things not working out and other things surprising you. Have your balance. Be mindful of your money in a way that you're not working from scarcity, but you're working from awareness, right? Like if you, let's say, okay, your goal, like, oh, I want to travel in November, December. That's going to require, he's playing with the light. That's going to require me now to start looking at where I want to go, how much it's going to be, what and how much do I need to put away, right? Like, but putting it in a place where it's exciting, not like, oh, well, it's gonna cost me $5,000, and that's a lot of money, and I don't know. It's not about that. It's like, I want to do this. It's gonna be $5,000. Great. How can I get the $5,000? How can I shift my stuff, right? And it might be that, oh, well, maybe it's that I don't eat out Friday nights. I don't go hanging out, spending all my money on hanging out. Instead, I cook, or I budget my food, like I budget myself where I'm not spending all of my money. Let's say, you go out every weekend and you're spending $200, on just here and there and this. Imagine $200 a week, right? In a month, 2 times 4 is 8. That's $800. Well, there's a start, right? So you see, like, and it's like when you're doing it from a place of joy. And I share this because I've done this. I've gone to do that for myself, right? I'm going on a trip next week, so you will see that in some of the videos. I'm going away to my home, to my tierra. I'm going to Borinquen, Puerto Rico. And in order for me to have done that, I had to do some rearrangement of certain things, which is like, well, I guess I cut down here, I cut down there, but then in the big scheme of thing, I'm so excited about my trip. I'm excited to see my family. I'm excited to be on my land. I'm excited to do rituals. I'm excited to feel the energy there where my ancestors work, because that is important for me. It's important for my spirit, for my connection with my ancestors, right? It's important for the line of work that I do, right? With this stuff is all about connecting to myself, to the inner self, and I am the prayers of my ancestors. I'm not separate from them, right? And neither are you, right? So it's like all of those things. And if I were to have been like, oh, um that's going to cost me this amount of money, I don't think I can do it, I didn't say that. I said, okay, this is what it's going to cost. How can I get there? How can I make it happen? Where do I reorganize? Where can I start maybe working a little more? Whatever, right? Whatever goes around, but it's the opening. And once I said that, opportunities started to come in, right? When I was like, well, this is happening, I'm going, I'm excited, and I'm open to opportunities. And I got people booking some sessions. I got some things here and there. I got an opportunity to do tarot at the park, and all of that it opened up once I said that to myself, once I said yes. So I'm sharing this because this is that insideness that you have to see. If you got to shift the way that you talk about money and where you're going, because money is just the representation of your capacity of what you can do and not do. And so this is about like a deeperness of the self. And what's interesting is that as I'm speaking, I'm feeling a lot of energy in the throat, but not in a way of like choking. It feels like, like when you have like a mint, something super minty, and then you kind of feel like that cooling sensation to open you up, but I only feel it here, right? I'm not feeling like a whole opening in my nasal cavity. I'm just feeling it here, and I feel like that's important because it has to there's a wound that I'm feeling for you watching around your throat, and it's connected to how you talk about yourself. And the way you talk about yourself, it is how you are also attracting things into your life, like money. And money, just like any other energy, wants to be in a place where it is wanted. And so you might say you want it, but your energy isn't saying it. And I know I'm like talking about this because I feel like you kind of have to hear it. Like, you have to sit with this. You have to see that you've been limiting yourself. You've been limiting yourself due to past ways of doing things. And it's time to pack your bags and start doing something like this journey, right? Also, if you are traveling this week, it feels like your travels will be protected by Archangel Gabriel. I mean, I said Gabriel. Raphael. Gabriel is the angel of communication. So I'm assuming that energy is also here too, right? Because I was just talking about the throat and what I was feeling, that cooling sensation. And I feel like that's kind of refreshing, because a lot of the times it feels more like a stuck ball in the throat, and it's feeling different. It's feeling like finally a release, a letting go. Also, pay attention to your body. I feel like you've been having some pain at night. Um, in certain parts of your body, and it's your nervous system stuck in survival mode. I'm hearing this very specifically. It's just your body is stuck in survival mode, and that survival mode is also dictating how you're seeing yourself. And that's why there's also this financial constraint. You see all this smoke coming right now? It's really cleansing. It's like, I don't know who this is for specifically, but then you might have been worried about your health, and Raphael is asking you to invite them in to, and all the healing angels and the healing presence of the earth, of the winds, of the air, of everything, to help you. And something about smoke, right? The smoke is like, a lot of times we'll burn things because the intention is that as you burn whatever it is you're putting into the fire, that it then goes up and up and up and up and up into the sky, and that the sky hears you, right? The Father Sky hears you and then responds to you with the wind, with the water, with the earth, with everything, right? It starts communicating. So there's something about listening. There's something about also, I feel like you've done a lot of letting go rituals, but not necessarily calling in. And this eclipse energy isn't about calling in because it's a tricky energy. So it's not like, oh, I'm calling in all this stuff, but it's like I let go of the small thoughts of myself and I welcome new thoughts, right? I welcome seeing myself differently in the mirror. I welcome seeing, right? And it's a little bit different than saying I'm manifesting money, I'm manifesting health. It's like it's a little bit more in alignment with the letting go piece still. Okay, so this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I feel like the journey card is talking about Friday, right? So on Friday, there's a journey. And I would even go as far as saying doing an internal journey with yourself, right? Go do a meditation that you know, or look up on the meditation, or go to something that you can journey in within, right? A lot of times I do cacao, and that's a heart connector, uh, healing sacred energy, and I let myself journey into that space, and I let it show me what's going on, right? And on Saturday we have fourth chakra the fourth chakra with Archangel Raphael, the miraculous healer. So this is like spend some time seeing yourself well. It's not like, oh, I let go, and it's like, see yourself well, visualize yourself well. What would you look like? How would you feel? What will you be doing if you felt well? If you had the health that you've wanted, right? And if you're not struggling with anything with health, use that energy on Saturday to see yourself as who you really want to see yourself as, a confident being, a beautiful being, whatever it is. Like, see yourself upholding that now with Archangel Raphael. On Sunday, you might be tempted to spend your money and you're being told, look more closely, right? It's not to spend your money, it's to be wise, right? Also, not to be too rigid, not to be like, oh, I can't spend anything. And then you're like stingy, right? Because stingy gives off this vibration that I can't bring in and I can't let out. It's a stuck energy. So you want to be mindful around what your intentions are with that. All right. So may you enjoy your weekend. If you would like to book your complimentary session, you can here at soylamedicina.com. I am excited to connect with you. We can do a little mini reading and see what is going on for you, for your elevation, for your forward movement. Seeing what is blocking you specifically, because this is a general reading, right? What is blocking you specifically around your next level of elevation and what to move through in this eclipse season? What's being brought to the surface? What is coming out is being shown through, right? No more illusions, breaking through that. All right, my beautiful souls, until the next time, from my heart to yours, de mi corazón hasta la tuya. Ciao.